Welcome back to this week's episode of EVTV.
Hey Cooper, do you feel the rhythm in your bones?
Yes, Izot, I do, thanks to EVHS's brand new vinyl club.
I wanted to start the vinyl club because sophomore year, when I was over at Vale Christian, they had a vinyl club over there, and you'd literally just do what we do here at our vinyl club is we would just like choose an album, everyone would listen to it, and we'd get back together and kind of talk about the vinyl, talk about our favorite songs.
So Christian and I had the idea because he had a similar type club at an old school. We wanted to try bring it over here, and I think from wanting an outlet to talk about music and enjoy music with other people is kind of why we wanted to do it.
We always used to have really fun conversations over at the Vale Christian Vinyl Club, and that was a really good way to kind of introduce myself and others to new music in a way I wouldn't have like otherwise. So I think that was pretty cool. And I just kind of wanted to carry that over to Eagle Valley. Each week we've got like a little like vinyl cycle. Somebody will get like randomly selected off this list, and they have to choose whatever vinyl they want to listen to or have like the group listen to. And we'll spend like we've got 2 weeks between each meeting. So in that 2 weeks, everyone listens to whatever album they chose, and then we'll come back together.
For picking that album, there isn't really any requirements that they need to meet. However, a lot of the time people might want to bring in something that other people have never heard before, or something that they might really like that might be a little weird, or something like that, just to try and broaden people's horizons and to just bring in something new and something to talk about. For me, I think it's mainly been an outlet of being able to show other people my music and to just talk about music, to be like, hey, this sucks, or hey, this is great, and just have people listen.
So we've listened to a lot of different vinyls and a lot of different genres. We've listened to like some noise rock with the band Slint. We've listened to, we just had a hip hop album, To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick. We've listened to like some more kind of like indie pop stuff. We did a Beach House vinyl a while ago. We also listened to some emo stuff like the band Mom Jeans, personal favorite.
I like to try and pick something that people have never heard and expose them to something like, oh, this is kind of weird. It wouldn't be something they normally listen to, and they might still not like it, but I can like get some enjoyment and something to talk about from bringing in something that people haven't heard before.
As of right now, we haven't started thinking about plans for like the future of the vinyl club. That being said, if we can get a junior to take this on and just kind of run it for the next year, I think that would be wonderful.
So Vinyl Club is every other Tuesday morning in Little/Piles room. They should come out if they just want to try and listen to some music, or they just want people to talk to music about it.
Who doesn't want to talk about music? And not even just music in general, but your favorite kind of music. So if you want to join the Vinyl Club or talk about potentially leading it next year or just being more involved, if you just show up at one of our Tuesday meetings and just kind of talk to us, we're more than willing to bring you in. We've also got an Instagram where we post all of like the vinyls for the week that you can listen to prior to the meetings.
I saw Cinderella last Thursday. Montana's singing was so beautiful.
Really? All I could hear was the music.
For those who missed it,
Let's take a closer look.
When you think about a musical, the first thing that might come to mind are the actors. We wanted to look a little bit beyond that and see what goes on behind the scenes.
So we've been practicing for the last couple months, I want to say. Since before the midwinter break, we practiced a couple weeks, and then once we came out of that, we've been practicing every night. So it's been pretty rigorous. We practice for 3 hours a night. We'll go in and work with the singers themselves, and we'll work on transitioning through the songs and just running through the play.
We practiced with Mr. Sheehy a lot, and we would just sing the songs through and over again until most of the people got it.
For the singers, I have to work with them on their songs as far as soloists is primarily the melody. And for the chorus numbers, I have to teach them parts and harmonies.
It's just like sometimes we're not even on stage singing, we're off stage singing. Off stage singing, it just adds another like layer adds to like ambiance of.
So I think a lot of the performance also, it kind of depends on the pit band in some way, because it's really awkward to sing without music, but when there's music with it, and if the pit band is playing well, it makes the scene, whatever the music scene is happening, it makes it feel more natural, and it kind of helps the play flow through.
And I always get a lot of compliments about how much nicer that is to have live music rather than just a recording.
I think a lot of people realize that there's a lot of work that goes into it, not only for the leads, but for the ensemble too.
I do think the pit band plays a pretty big role that's not noticed very well, because we have a lot of music to look through and not much time.
It's a lot of fun, but it is a lot of work, and I think the kids that really commit to it should be acknowledged for the amount of work they do put in, whether they're in the cast playing a part or whether they're in the pit band.
For Eagle Valley Student Media, this has been Ariana, Iratze, and Brooke.
Everybody has seen craft videos while scrolling through social media, but has anyone really took the time to make them?
I know I haven't, so we decided to ask Miss Robinson for some help.
Many students don't know what the lives of their teachers are like outside of school. We take a look at what permanent sub Miss Robinson spends most of her free time doing.
I am Claudia Robinson, and I am the perm sub here at Eagle Valley High School.
Miss Robinson has found a huge love for making crafts, baking, and even doing renovations within homes in her free time. Today we make a few crafts with her and learn more about her love for it.
All right, so the first project we're going to do, the first craft, is going to be a hanging garden. And this is something where you might have some of the stuff literally laying around in your house. We got twine here. I got these little guys at the Thrifty, super affordable, like 99 cents each. And some water. And we also have some plants. We also have a little paint because we're going to make it super clean.
Since Miss Robinson is all around the school, she gets to have a very different perspective on the school than most. She truly loves her students.
I've had a really unique perspective here, being that I'm the perm sub, but I also have done some long-term roles. So I've taught both English and biology, and I even hung out in this room for like 4 weeks.
Miss Robinson takes no time off. She continues to help kids during the summer and stays as active as she can during it.
My summers are all about really getting to do stuff like this. I love doing projects, room renovations, working in the garage, like wood. I also work with Cycle Effect, where I get to work with young girls and just encourage them, and they encourage me. It works both ways. So. Creative and active summer. So what you saw me just do is I painted the ends of this stick because I wanted to give it this cleaner look. So what I'm actually going to do now is just add the twine, and this is going to be what hangs it from the wall. Just going to tie it in a knot, and I'm going to do this on the other side as well. Same concept. We're going to take the twine, and I'm going to wrap it around the glass. We'll go ahead and throw in some water. And then we're going to take our pothos, and there's a trick when you cut plants that you want to cut it just below a leaf node. Here's the magic moment. There it is. Ta-da! Okay, so the second craft, we're gonna make our mountain bookends. So this one does take a need for a power tool, a saw. So I basically took 2 rectangular pieces of wood, just like this, and made an angular cut down the middle from corner to corner on each ends. So if you can envision this already, these are going to be 2 mountains that will have books in between. I'm going to put together, I'm going to use some painter's tape, and we're going to create a little snow. So here we have the snow that is beginning to form.
Miss Robinson doesn't stop pushing to do more, even taking on big events to help others.
I enjoy throwing parties, staging baby showers or weddings. I've done it as a profession to some extent. Gonna throw some on there. Doesn't have to be very fancy. All right, we have our 2 bookends. Perfect for any mountain-loving folk, which I hope everybody is. Sometimes people get really intimidated by the idea of working with machines and power tools, different saws. It's easy. You know, you just have to put the time in to listen to how it's done.
Overall, Ms. Robinson's craft making side is just one of many she has. This is also a great look into the fun and exciting lives the teachers we see every day have outside of school. This has been Braden, Owen, and Sam with Eagle Valley Student Media.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of EVTV. See you next week.